Ready? It is the Beretta CX4 pistol caliber carbine in 40 caliber Smith & Wesson. Oh man, the idea of the pistol caliber carbine, of course, is that you carry your service weapon in 40 caliber and you can swap out the magazine into this thing and you need more firepower. Unfortunately, I've read that these either take, I bought this used like a couple hours ago and don't know much about it yet. Unfortunately, one thing I do know is that this is not the same magazine as the PX4, which is what I just showed you, that pistol. And it's not the same magazine as the Beretta 96, which is the 40 caliber version of the classic 92. But who cares? Let's try shooting it. I haven't shot it yet. I don't know what to expect. But we're gonna have the voyage of discovery together. Okay, that felt kind of nice. Oh man, sorry. I meant to do one extra one. I'm shooting Blazers, everyone's favorite cheap ammo. I meant to do a +1, but I forgot. So we'll do a +1 in the next go round. But let's learn something about this and talk about it, and then come back and shoot it one more time. It is the magnificent Beretta CX4 Storm pistol caliber carbine. I'm calling it a pistol caliber carbine. They're not calling it that. They just call it the Storm. But that's what it is, a pistol caliber carbine. It takes the magazine of a pistol. Unfortunately, these things were designed to take magazines from 3 different Beretta pistols, one of which is the PX4 Storm, of which I do have one in 40. This does not fit, so it's not that one. Fair enough. The other possibility is the Beretta 96. This is a 92, which is 9mm, but the 96 is 40, and I think this is the size of the 40. This is a more recent 92. But it does not take this, obviously that's 9mm. But I did try one at the store of a model 96, and it also did not work. So that leaves us with the Cougar, which is the only Beretta pistol I do not have. Not the only one, but of those 3, the only one I don't have. And I looked at some online, and I'm pretty sure this is a Cougar magazine. This one, of course, does not say, and there's nothing on here that says which magazine it takes, which is kind of silly. They do take, you can supposedly change it. There's a different magwell sleeve you can change out. Each of them has their own mag release button that you also have to change it for, which seems strange, but what do I know? I'm not Italian. I don't know how these things work. But this is a fabulous little rifle, carbine. It has, let's see, it holds 10, and of course they make magazines up to, I think, 30, which would kind of make sense. The CX4 is the civilian version of the MX4, which Beretta first started making in 2003. It is a submachine gun made for pistol calibers, and the current ones, they of course don't make a 40 anymore. Nobody makes a 40, no major manufacturers making any 40 caliber weapons right now. The ones that they sell now have a Picatinny rail all the way up and down, and they have some hatching up and down here. So I'm thinking this is a kind of early one. I have the serial number, but Beretta is not really good about transparency about when their rifles and pistols were made for some reason. I don't get online, at least. Maybe if I sent them an email, I would get an answer. I don't know. It does have a nice spacer down here. This fits me very well the way it is, but I'm sure that's easily to take out. The sights are really cool. It's an aperture sight, which isn't really good if you have old eyes like me, but it's got SR and LR. And my first thought was, great, a right eye one and a left eye one. This really is ambidextrous. That's wonderful. But of course, that's long range versus short range. The short range aperture is going to be a little bit wider, which makes more sense for me. And the front sight is just this post, which I shot a little bit low with it. And I mean, it does look like it is infinitely adjustable for moving it right or left and moving it up or down. And this one has a little tiny hole here for moving your back sight. So I'm pretty sure you could dial that in pretty good. They started making these in 2003. A lot different countries have bought them. India has bought a bunch of them. Russia has them. Italy, of course, Venezuela. In the United States, the Albany County, New York Police Department has some of these, or they did. And the College of William and Mary's Police Department has CX4s, which I think is pretty cool. But what else did I want to tell you? I left my notes upstairs like a fool. It just, oh yes. So this is what you do to release that bolt, which is nice. It's interesting that you can take the safety off very easily when you're holding it because your finger's right there, but you cannot put the safety on easily with your thumb. But that makes sense. I mean, if it's between the two, I'd rather be able to take it off and put it on easily because you don't have to put it on in a hurry. It is, of course, frightfully easy to take apart. You just push this thing in with your pinky or with a tool. Hey, look, a tool. That's what this is for. I guess you could use a bullet. That's what would be good for that. And you got this piece right here. That's kind of cool. Easy to lose, and it would be good for like a little door stop for a tiny door or something. I like that. That's kind of cool. But once you got your mag out, you just slide the whole thing right apart. And I'm sure this comes out easily, but I have no interest in taking that out. And here you have all this fun stuff. Man, and of course this is all plastic, polymer, not plastic, it's polymer. But Beretta has such a sense of style that other gun companies don't seem to have, and it's the Italy thing, I guess, because this is certainly space-aged looking. Looks like something that you would use to empty your space station of those pesky aliens who keep coming on board. But I mean, it feels like a bullpup against the shoulder, and it's not a bullpup, of course. A bullpup means that the barrel is the back here and the action's back here. But it feels like one, kind of, to me, having never shot a bullpup. But let's go and shoot some more of our blazers. Nice 40. I was excited about this because it's 40. It was relatively inexpensive because, again, nobody wants 40 right now. And I was kind of worried. I saw it in my gun store online, and I thought, I got to go get it. Hurry, I got to hurry. But I realized no one's after this thing. It's going to be there forever. I can take my time. But, man, I really like those sights. Let's go shoot it. Alrighty, we're back with 10 more blazers. And let's do, like, where does it go? Let's do the safety. Let's do one more round because we need more pew. And as is our one, taking the safety off. There it is. We're going to try to blaze these away, but we're going to try to also aim at the same time and see how we can do with that. Well, that was fun, and just try doing that really fast with 1140 caliber rounds in a pistol, and you probably won't get as good results. It's smoking. Look at that. Bullets actually came out of there just a second ago. You saw it, didn't you? Okay, let's go see how we did. See how did we do? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, well, perhaps unsurprising, really. It is a carbine. It's a rifle, essentially, and that's my aimed rounds. And it, hitting a little low, but certainly that's quite a group I've got there, wouldn't you say? And that's my rock and roll ones, and they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're all right there. That's pretty impressive. I mean, I'm used to shooting pistols, and I'm used to shooting old, hard-to-control things that don't work very well. And this is a relatively new carbine, and it's a lot easier to shoot, a rifle, any size rifle, accurately than any pistol for the most part, for most people. I just bought this. It was $600. I think they MSRP for like $899, I think. So I don't think it's that old, but I certainly like it. And I'm ready to shoot it some more, but not in front of you, sorry.